I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record News Watch. Today, for the first time in 3 months, the area's Metro North rail commuters didn't have to hop on a bus for a portion of their trip to work. Metro North President and CEO Howard Permut, along with other company officials, celebrated the resumption of normal operations this morning by greeting commuters in Harriman and thanking them for their patience. Tropical Storm Irene had washed out the tracks between a 14-mile stretch of the Port Jervis line between Harriman and Suffern. The damage meant commuters had to board buses for that part of their daily journey to jobs in the Metro New York area. The resumption of full train service came 1 month ahead of schedule. The full service along the Port Jervis line features 26 daily trains and 14 trains on the weekend. And as a thank you, Metro North is offering free rides for the last 3 days of November to those who buy a December monthly Port Jervis line ticket. An 18-year-old City of Newburgh resident was arraigned today on felony charges involving dogfighting. Corey Owens was arrested in September after police were tipped off that people were making pit bulls fight on North Miller Street. Surveillance cameras captured the fight, and officers recovered the 3 dogs, which were taken to Flannery Hospital for treatment of their injuries. Owens was picked up a few days later. The charges include animal fighting and torturing and injuring animals. Owens remains free on $500 bail. More than 100 fresh-cut Christmas trees were stacked up at Farmside Acres in Cornwall earlier today, awaiting pickup by FedEx for the Trees for Troops program. Local businesses and residents donated the trees, and they'll be distributed to families at local military bases in West Point and Newburgh. It's the 3rd year Farmside Acres has participated in the program.
I have a grandfather who is somewhere around here who's a World War II vet. My other grandfather was a fighter pilot, and so for us, we have that special connection with the military, and sending these trees over there, we've actually received letters from people who've received these trees, and it just is changing the holiday spirit. It's just, we're tree farmers, so having a special fresh cut tree is just really important in creating the holiday tradition. There's nothing like smelling an evergreen tree to remind you of home.
For the past 7 years, Christmas tree growers nationwide have donated real trees to military families. This year, 17,000 trees are expected to be delivered to U.S. military bases, as well as an international shipment to bases overseas. The NFA Goldbacks came up just short in their bid for a state football title yesterday, falling to undefeated Orchard Park 21-13 in the state Class AA championship game played at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse. Fans who made the trip were disappointed in the result, but proud of the effort as NFA rallied late and almost pulled it out. 2 questionable calls earlier in the game put the Goldbacks in a hole that they couldn't get out of. A holiday tradition continued Saturday in the city of Newburgh, where the folks at Commodore Chocolatier presented their yearly candy cane making demonstration for youngsters along with their moms and dads. Members of the Kortsunis family showed their audience how to turn pounds of boiling corn syrup, sugar, and red dye into a delicious concoction. That's one of the symbols of the holiday season after it is shaped and hardened. And the best part of the show? All those who watched and waited patiently got the chance to enjoy the tasty creations. And sometimes Santa doesn't need his sleigh and reindeer to drop in. While some people were shopping on Black Friday, Santa was practicing his flying skills by donning a parachute and taking the plunge at Hurd's Christmas Tree Farm in Clintondale. A jump team from Skydive the Ranch Skydiving and Parachuting School helped John Kieran, a.k.a. Santa, make the successful landing. Following his impressive arrival, Santa stuck around to hand out toys to kids who had anxiously awaited his arrival. There's rain in the forecast, but it'll stay on the mild side for a while. Tomorrow will be cloudy with showers moving in late in the day. The highs will reach the low 60s. Wednesday will feature a mix of sun and clouds, but temperatures will rise only into the mid-50s. When news breaks, you will find it here at Record Online, and for a complete wrap-up of the news and sports, check out tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. For Record News Watch, I'm Tracy Baxter.